Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on the channel. My name is Gonzii and today we are going to be watching the 10 animals you are glad they are extinct.
Titanoboa. The Titanoboa,
This one's insane, man.
Boa, is an extinct genus of snakes known to live in present-day Colombia. Fossils of the Titanoboa date to around 58 to 60 million years ago. The only known species is Titanoboa ceratogenesis, the largest snake ever discovered, which supplanted the previous record holder, Gigantopithecus. It was originally thought to be an apex predator in the ecosystem it lived in. The warmer climate of Earth during the time of this snake allowed cold-blooded snakes to obtain much larger sizes than modern snakes. Today, larger ectothermic animals are found on the tropics, where it's the hottest, and smaller ones are found farther from the equator.
She was massive.
By comparing sizes and shapes of its fossilized vertebrae to those of existent snakes, researchers estimated that the largest individuals of the Titanoboa found that it had a total length of around 12.5 meters, or 42 feet.
12.5 meters, bro. That's insane, man. Jesus, I'm looking at my room, yeah, and she would probably go around it like 2 times at least. Oh, it's insane, bro. This snake, yeah, would eat crocodiles, bro. Whole. It's insane. How?
And weighed
How do you fathom that?
Would you be happy if these snakes are still alive? You really don't want these things to be extinct?
No.
You kids out there want to contend with these things? Animals need to shut up. Number 9. The Leopleuridon. The Leopleuridon is a genus of large carnivorous marine reptile. Carnivorous, it would eat you if it was alive. 2 species of Leopleuridon lived in the Calovian stage of the Middle Jurassic period. It was the apex predator of the Middle to Late Jurassic seas that covered Europe. No swimming for you. The name Leopleuridon derives from ancient Greek words, meaning smooth-sided tooth. 4 strong paddle-like limbs suggest that the Leopleuridon was a powerful swimmer. Its 4-foot mode of propulsion is a characteristic of all plesiosaurs. A study with a swimming robot has demonstrated that although this form of propulsion is not efficient, it provides very good acceleration, a desirable trait in an ambush predator. Studies of the skull have shown that it could probably scan the water with its nostrils to ascertain the source of certain smells. Estimating the size of a plesiosaur is difficult because not much is known about their postcranial anatomy. Estimations place them at a little bit over 10 meters, about 33 feet. That would be the largest of the species.
Jesus.
More typical ones would be about 23 feet long. They probably weighed about 3,000 pounds.
Jesus.
Number 8. The Megalodon.
Megalodon,
meaning big extinct species of shark that lived approximately 23 to 2.6 million years ago, which is relatively recent. Scientists suggest that the Megalodon looked like a stockier version of the great white shark. Regarded as one of the largest and most powerful predators in vertebrate history, fossil remains of Megalodons suggest that this giant shark reached a length of 59 feet long. Though there are many competing figures, some saying they may have reached as large as 82 feet long. Their large jaws could exert a bite force of almost 200,000 newtons, 40,000 pounds of pressure. Their teeth were built for grabbing and breaking bone. The animal faced competition from whale-eating cetaceans, such as killer whales, and probably led to its extinction. It's also thought that the onset of the ice ages may have wiped it out since it preferred warmer waters. Also, as the seas shrank, fish this large just had a harder time surviving, especially predators, because they need to eat way more than a regular herbivore. Can you imagine a shark that's 82 feet long? My God. Number 7, the Quetzalcoatlus. The Quetzalcoatlus is an Asdarchid pterosaur, known from the late Cretaceous of North America, and one of the largest known flying animals of all time.
This one would be a concern if he was alive today. Can you imagine, Imagine an airplane. It's massive, right? Imagine that trying to eat you. That's what we're looking at.
It's a member of the family of advanced toothless pterosaurs with unusually long, stiffened neck. Its name comes from the Mesoamerican feathered serpent god Quetzalcoatl. When it was first found as a new species in 1975, scientists estimated that the largest Quetzalcoatl fossils came from an individual with a wingspan as large as 15.9 meters, or 52 feet. More recent estimates are based upon
15 meters of wingspan. 15! You know how mad that is? Imagine a living thing with a 15-meter wingspan. It's insane. Insane. It's completely nuts. It's larger than the Titanoboa. His wingspan.
Upon greater knowledge, place its wingspan at about 36 feet, which is still ridiculous.
It would be so awesome
so that's 6 of me.
to see that.
They weighed only about 500 pounds. I mean, they did have to fly. The first Quetzalcoatlus fossils were discovered in Texas and were dated to around 68 million years ago. The first specimen consisted of a partial wing from an individual later estimated at over 33 feet in wingspan.
Jesus.
Number 6. Forest-racidae. The Forest-racidae, also known as
Terrorbirds,
are an extinct group of carnivorous flightless birds that were the largest species of apex predators in South America during the Cenozoic era. They ranged from 62 to 1.8 million years ago. They were about 9 feet tall. It was once believed that these became extinct in North America around the time of the arrival of humans, but subsequent datings of the fossils proved no evidence of their survival after 1.8 million years ago. These birds had a highly flexible and developed neck, allowing it to carry its heavy head and strike with terrifying speed and power. It looks like a short neck. Its flexible skeletal neck structure proves that it can expand farther beyond the expected reach and intimidate its prey using its height, allowing it to strike more easily. Once stretched out to its full length, its developed neck muscles and heavy head produce enough momentum and power to cause fatal strikes.
These ones are sick. These ones are sick. I play Ark Survival Evolved. If you like dinosaurs and stuff, go play the game. It's really, really good. It's awesome. You'll lose yourself in that game. I am there for hours, bro. Hours. Just, you have a storyline you can follow, or you can just go around and taming dinosaurs, which is quite awesome and great. So, terrorbirds, yeah. I've died so many times with terrorbirds because they walk around in groups. So, they are so hard
all of these are
to kill.
The strong downward curve of the tip of the beak suggests that it
when you don't have a
the
dinosaur.
body of other animals. Many other bird species with this feature are carnivorous. The downward force would have allowed this bird to shatter bones more easily than other birds that try to rip their prey from side to side.
Imagine an ostrich on steroids. That's that. That's a terrorbird. It's an ostrich that wants to eat you and is taller and faster and stronger.
It can also stun its prey and swallow it whole.
Jesus.
Oh no, but it'd be great if these things still existed. You're right, nothing should go extinct. Number 5. Euferbaria armigera. Euferbaria are a species of myriapod that lived in the Pennsylvania epoch
that's disgusting,
332 million years ago. Many sources differentiate on its size and whether it's a millipede, centipede, or even a new class of pede. Some sources say that this thing could reach as long as 1 meter,
Jesus.
which for a centipede, millipede, whatever, is awful.
1 meter, bro.
Other sources say it can only reach 10 centimeters. So that's a hell of a lot of difference. Regardless, these things are terribly toxic. It was armed with 4
and ugly as well.
Each segment like a centipede. However, the ventral plates on this thing were shaped differently than both centipedes and millipedes, so they have no idea what these are. All we know is that it's a spiked millipede-like animal, and guess what? Millipedes are also carnivorous, and they're predators, and one that's 3 feet long certainly would have an easy time killing you and dragging your corpse away without anyone noticing. But no, I shouldn't be glad these are extinct. Number 4, Cameroceras. The Cameroceras is a genus of extinct giant cephalopods that lived during the Ordovician period. It first appeared around 470 million years ago and was a fairly common component of the fauna in some places during the period. The head of this animal would have been a soft muscular tissue situated at the opening of the hard cone-like shell. The tentacles were growth from a base of the head, much like a modern nautilus. And these tentacles were used to seize and manipulate prey. At the base of these tentacles was a hard beak that would have bitten into the bodies of its prey and is assumed to have been strong enough to breach the prey's exoskeleton or shell. The Cameroceras is widely regarded as the largest orthocone cephalopod ever to exist. The partial shell of one giant Cameroceras yielded a total length estimated at over 30 feet. Oh, I hope you're having a nice time kayaking, and oh no, you're dead! But it's not okay that this thing went extinct. Number 3.
My man needs to stop. Like, it's not that deep, bro. Chill.
390 million years
What's
ago,
this?
at an estimated length of 8.5 feet. It's the largest known arthropod ever discovered. They have 2 big claws in the front of their face that are very weird looking. Gekkolopterus lived in freshwater lakes and rivers and probably never ventured into the ocean. The animal would have been the top predator of its environment, preying on anything it could catch.
That's ugly, bro. Look at him. He looks so lost.
Water, perhaps. Maybe a human being
ugly.
trying to take a bath. Or a hippopotamus that was tiny. Any of those things could be killed by this, because it was a murderer. Number 2, the Tyrannosaurus
Yes!
meaning tyrant lizard from ancient Greek. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was a massive dinosaur.
Best dinosaur,
one of the
bro.
most well-known ones, too.
Yes!
It lived in what is now Western North America, about 68 million years ago. And it's one of the last non-avian dinosaurs to exist. It was a bipedal carnivore with a massive skull balanced by a long, heavy tail. The most complete specimen measures about 40 feet in length and about 12 feet tall at the hips. And according to most modern estimates, probably weighed about 8.5 metric tons.
It would be so cool seeing them in a wild,
rivaled or exceeded
so
its
cool.
size, it's still amongst the largest known land predators and is estimated to have exerted the largest bite force among all terrestrial animals. It was an apex predator, preying upon everything else in its environment. How terrible that it's now extinct. I wish these were still around.
Same.
And number 1, the Smilodon. The
Smilodon.
Smilodon is an extinct prehistoric mammal,
Oh my
also known
god,
as the saber-toothed
I want
cat.
one.
It was not closely related to the tiger or other modern cats, however. They lived in the Americas as early as 10,000 years ago. It was named in 1842 based on fossils from Brazil. It was more robustly built than any existent cat, with particularly well-developed forelimbs and exceptionally long upper canine teeth.
Was so
in North America,
cool.
Smilodon hunted large herbivores such as bison and camels, and humans if they were around, and it remained successful even when encountering new prey species in South America. It's thought to have killed its prey while holding it still with its forelimbs and biting at it. Smilodon
it's like a lion,
lived
bro.
in closed habitats such as forest and bush, which would have provided it cover for ambushing prey.
Bro.
They died out at the same time that most other North and South American megafauna disappeared, about 10,000 years ago. Climate change is probably the most proposed cause of its extinction, as well as competition with other species.
Well, I certainly enjoyed it. Man, thank you to Top 10 Trends, and thank you guys so much for watching. This was another video here on the channel, the first one about animals, and more to come, because I love animals so much. So yeah, like the video guys, subscribe if you enjoyed the content here. My name is Gonzii, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye!
I got millions on my mind, so I guess I'll